Good afternoon and welcome to these gorgeous bluebell woods
very beautiful.
on Woodcock Air in Dumfries and Galloway in Scotland. We're still on our little Scotland holiday.
Yeah.
And we thought it was about time we got round to doing our 500 subscribers answers video, didn't we?
We did. We're going to film that just now. We've had a lovely day. The weather's been amazing, hasn't it?
The forecast was for thunder and lightning, so we've got bags full of Gore-Tex and stuff, and this is what we've ended up with. It's about 18 degrees, glorious, even been nice enough for a little swim in the river. So yeah, they got the weather very wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, let's get cracked on with these answers then. Let's do it. Right. So I think first and foremost, we wanted to say a massive thanks to everybody who supported the channel along the way.
Absolutely. And
got us to this point. Much appreciated.
Yeah, we hit 500 subscribers actually the day that we came up to Scotland.
Yeah,
so
that was nice.
Really nice. We just, yeah, we sat on the patio, didn't we?
Had a little bottle of wine.
Yeah, had a cheers to that, so it was amazing.
So to you guys, we did promise a cheeky beer, didn't we? We're going to have a little glass or a cookser.
Mine's very fizzy.
That's fizz for you. And we're going to say cheers, and thanks to everyone who's helped us along the way.
Absolutely. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you for all your support.
So, time to get started on these questions then. Okay, so Shell's going to be question master.
Okay, so the first question we've got from The Bigger Feeling. Where is the best hike you have done in Europe?
I mean, we've not done a whole lot outside this country, really.
No, mainly La Palma and Madeira.
Yeah, for those who don't know, La Palma is one of the smaller Canary Islands, and Madeira is a similar kind of size island that sits about 250 miles north of it. Yeah. Both got a similar feel to each other, haven't they?
They have, yeah.
Both absolutely amazing places to hike.
This is why it is hard to choose a hike, actually, from there.
One we did, I think the first one we did, the first time we visited Madeira, was from Pico Arriero over to Pico Huivo, as they pronounce it. Pico Huivo is the highest point on Madeira, and that was just mind-blowing, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely mind-blowing.
There was Muchachas to Palmero.
Yeah, that was one we done on a recent trip to La Palma. Roque de los Muchachos is the highest point on La Palma, sitting at about 8,200 feet.
That was incredible. I don't even think that video will be out yet.
No, probably not. That's upcoming, I think.
That was incredible. And in Madeira, one of my favourites was Boca de Corrida to Encunhada.
Oh yeah, that was a toughie. That's
got to be up there.
Yeah, that was a real toughie. That's back in last year's Madeira series, I think.
That was just amazing.
Stunning hike. So yeah, one of those two. For me, I'm going to go for Arriero to Ruivo, I think.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to go for?
I'm going to go for Encunhada, yeah, in Madeira. I think on the Arriero one, I got really...
It was mega hot, wasn't it? I got
sunstroke, yeah, towards the end, so that was really hard. But yeah, both amazing, and amazing places to visit.
Yeah, I can definitely recommend them both.
Okey-doke.
Okay, who's up next?
Wine break,
Sip of wine.
Okay, next one. Jackson. Hi both, really like your uploads. Have you done Devil's Kitchen, Snowdonia?
I can't say we have, no.
If not, it's worth a go. No, we haven't done
Devil's
that,
Kitchen?
Jackson.
No, that's definitely worth a look into though.
Yeah. We haven't done a lot in the Snowdonia range, have we?
We tend to go North Wales, sort of North Wales kind of thing.
Or we'll go Lake District, but yeah, we'll definitely check that one out.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's one for the list.
Next up.
Next one. Little One Adventures.
Hi Little One, love your stuff.
Great channel, and she's just hit 1,000 subscribers as well. What would be your dream hiking location or camping holiday?
Ooh, dream hiking location. I've always wanted to go to Nepal. Just think the scenery, the landscapes there look amazing.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That's got a pull for me.
For me, I want to go to Italy. We've never been to Italy.
Yeah, true.
And I would love to go hiking in the Dolomites. So that's something we're going to try and make happen.
Yeah.
I think
Nepal a bit more accessible than Nepal as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be mine, I think.
Cool question. Okay.
Set for adventures, Simon.
Simon. Hi, mate.
What's your big outdoor ambition, such as big mountain, big through trail, go van life one day? Love to do all of those things.
Yeah. All of the above.
We have talked van life. We've talked about just
would love to just
getting
disappear.
a van and around Scotland.
That would be amazing.
There's so much to see. Yeah, so we'd love to do that.
I think a big hike for me. I don't know whether I'd be able to do it. It's a big one, but Everest Base Camp I would love to do.
Yeah.
I know a few people who've done it, and I know it's really, really hard work, but I would love to.
Yeah, I'd go for that one.
Yeah.
Through trails is something that we've been talking about recently. So yeah, we would like to get into that side of things.
We've not really done anything like that yet, have we?
No, but
we're doing some research at the moment.
You on the list?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good question.
Thanks, Simon. Okay.
Up next,
we've got Londoner Outdoors.
Hey, all right, Ben. Firstly, thanks very much for everything you've done for our channel, Ben. You've helped us along an awful lot with your shout outs and that. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah. Ben has shared a couple of our videos now and certainly given us a boost.
Subscribers shot up when he did that, so nice one for that, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Ben asks, what have you learned most as YouTubers since starting the channel?
Ooh, interesting question.
That's a good question.
Learned.
Okay, there's so practical things. I think you've come a long way editing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Actually putting the videos together.
Yeah. Look back at the early ones; they're awful.
Well, they're not awful. They're long as well. I think that's something we've learned to keep things concise a little bit more.
I think I've also learned as well that there's an amazing community of the outdoor vloggers out there. I kind of didn't expect that. I thought we'd be looked down people's noses at and as the little guys kind of thing, but the feedback has just been amazing.
There's such a lot of support. You're right there, actually. That's been a lovely surprise. I think when we started YouTube, neither of us are on any other social media
No, we don't do
platforms
Insta or Twitter or anything like that.
And that's through choice. So when we started the channel, we kind of expected, I suppose, some negativity. In our experience, there hasn't been any of
Nothing,
that.
yeah.
It's been such a supportive community. There's so much positivity. Everybody supports each other. We really like watching other people's videos and you know, doing the same, putting that back out there. It's just been a lovely side.
I've learned that it's not all trolls out there on the internet, which is nice.
Like Ben, like yourself, you know, really supportive. I mean, his channel's a lot bigger than ours. So yeah, that's been a lovely thing we've learned about YouTube.
Cracking question.
Okay.
Next up.
Next one.
Who have we got?
We've got Smoke Me a Kipper.
Okay.
Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Debs is Phil.
Mr. Debs.
Yes, and we've got to give Debs a mention.
Yeah, Debs. Anybody, if you know, you know. Debs, the YouTube diamond.
Absolute diamond. Lovely, lovely person. Supported our
always.
Channel. Been with us from the start, really.
Always been really supportive.
Yeah. Can't wait for you to come back, Debs. Okay. Had a question, but postcard beat me to it. So what country that you have not been to would you like to do a video of?
I think probably, now you've mentioned it before, Italy.
Italy, yeah.
With it being fairly accessible and the Dolomites looking the way they do, I think I'd probably go for Italy,
Yeah. Italy is high on the list for us. I think the scenery look just incredible. The Azores as well, it's still in Portugal, which obviously Madeira is, but
it's another like little group of islands, isn't it, further north?
Yeah,
that looks amazing.
Yeah, full of hiking trails. They look incredible. So that's on the list as well.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, some good questions so far.
Really good, yeah. Thanks, guys.
So who's up next?
Chris H.
Okay.
My question is, what motivated you to start documenting and sharing your adventures on YouTube?
Well, if we're totally honest, it was two kids. And it was two kids that belonged to a mate of mine, Bill, who's an old schoolmate. And he's got two kids, Alice and Ollie. And Bill and Alice and Ollie were quite into watching outdoor stuff on YouTube. Like, I think it was Hayes Outdoors they introduced us to.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything about it and got quite into it. And then those two started saying to us, oh, you should start a YouTube channel yourselves, you know, seeing all the stuff we get up to. So it was a bit of a joke one year. We kind of just did, I think it's still on the channel, one of the first videos, a 3-minute, absolutely appalling effort.
Terrible.
Yeah, and put it up on YouTube. And it kind of just went on from there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Got slightly better as we went along.
I think as we have started it as well, it's really nice to have that memory box there, isn't it?
It is, that's a good point.
To look back on.
You've got a kind of online memory box of all the stuff that you've done, because quite often if you film bits on your phone and that, you know, the videos just get lost in all the other rubbish on your phone and you never really go back and watch them, do you?
You never go back and play them, no. But if we're going to a place again, like we've just recently been to La Palma, and before we went we watched
to kind of just put you in the mood. It's
trip
nice, isn't it?
and that was really nice.
But it's nice to have them all edited there in one place and have your memory box online, isn't it?
So that's an ongoing motivation for us, is just to put our own memories together.
The beginning, Alice and Ollie, hope you're watching. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, who's up next?
Okey-doke. We've got Steve Jameson.
Okay.
Looking forward to the big 500 Q&A. What is your favourite place to go to?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Favourite place, I suppose it's going to be Lake District, really, for me.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, because
we go there a lot.
It's accessible for us.
Yeah.
And it's just only a small place. For those who don't know, it's not a massive place, but there's tons to do there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Loads of hidden gems.
It was the place that we first started hiking, so it has a special place in our hearts, doesn't it?
Yeah, and when you get good weather there, it's just like Scotland. It's just magical. So I would say the Lake District overall.
Lake District or Scotland.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Postcard and a pint,
Hey.
Rachel Mills.
Hi, Rachel Mills. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Appreciate what you've done for us.
They shared our video as well and have been really supportive.
Yeah.
And have an absolutely fantastic channel.
Cracking channel, yeah. Postcard and a pint. If you've not seen it, go check it out. Fantastic channel.
First thing
really
on a Sunday night, they are on our watch
It's not a Sunday
list,
night without a postcard vid, is it?
Definitely not. Okay. So, couple of questions from them. What's your favourite video you've made and why is it so special to you?
I think we probably both know the answer to this.
I've got one in mind, yeah.
I'm going to say the Scottish Island Wild Camp.
Yeah, that's the same one for me, Lismore.
It was last year, I think it was, wasn't it? We were staying up in Scotland for a week and we got the little ferry over from the mainland to a little island called Lismore. Beautiful little island, not far off the mainland. And wandered around to the far side of the island and did a wild camp there, and my God, it was just special, wasn't it?
It just had everything. We had our own private little beach,
rainbows, double rainbows,
an amazing sunset,
sea lions,
seals
coming up,
jumping out of the water,
barking at us and everything. They were absolutely it was just incredible, wasn't it?
It had everything. It was a full moon as well,
that's
wasn't
right.
it?
Yeah,
so we had loads of light.
We weren't using torches.
Later on.
Calm night. It was just perfect, absolutely perfect. And to have that documented and saved there, we do watch that occasionally, don't we?
I think we've watched that back quite a few times, probably more than any of the other videos, just because it was such a special experience.
It was an amazing couple of days, wasn't it?
So yeah, one of our favourites.
Defo.
And 2, what is your top bucket list hike in the world? Okay, so you probably
already said it's got to be Everest Base Camp.
Everest Base
Whether I would be capable, I don't know, but I would love to give it a crack.
How long does it take to walk?
I think 10 days.
10 days.
With an awful lot of kit on your back and in a pretty inhospitable environment.
It's the altitude as well. I mean, we kind of felt it a little bit.
We touched that a little bit in La Palma. 8,000 feet, walking a pretty easy path. We were out of breath and kind of didn't really believe it, but apparently it sort of hits at about 6,000 feet, doesn't it? But up there, I don't know, base camp's about 14, isn't it? Something like that.
I think so. So you never really know how your body's going to react to that kind of thing.
No, but I'd love to give it a go.
Yes.
At some point.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Okay, what's next? The Southern Woodsman. Again, new subscriber, but shared our video. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for that. That helped us a lot.
Question: what has been the worst and the best outdoors hiking or wild camping experiences?
That's a good one.
Worst hiking. Pillar.
Oh
Was
yeah,
pretty bad.
yeah. Pillar is a mountain in the Wasdale Valley up in the Lake District, and we'd been eyeing it up for a long time, hadn't we?
Yes.
Tough one.
It's a long hiking.
Yeah, you're in the valley down here, the peak's up here, but you've got to go up. Is it the Blacks? No, it's not the Blacksale.
Mosedale?
Into Mosedale, yeah, and then up the ridge. And, the first time we tried it, the wind was. We got up onto the ridge, and the wind was insane. You couldn't stand up, and we had to turn back.
Yeah.
Went back a few months later to try again, and got about a third of the way up and ended up in a complete whiteout, struggled with navigation, and it was just horrible, and we turned back again.
Yeah.
And finally made it third time, but those first two were pretty awful.
And even the third time we did it, it was a whiteout, so we didn't really
we didn't get any views, did we?
Anyway, so
but that second time, when the whiteout hit and you start to be a bit concerned about navigation, that was a little bit scary, that wasn't it? Because we'd not seen anyone else up there.
That was scary.
No helicopter would have found you. It was a bit a bit sketchy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Pillar. Kirkfell was also awful.
Kirkfell's great.
Oh, the path is terrible.
The Gavel Nice path.
The Gavel Nice, yeah, we had a domestic coming down.
We did a bit, yeah. Loose, shaly, gravelly, your most hated kind of path, isn't it?
That kind of path, yeah.
Yeah, that was tough going.
That was pretty bad as well. So both in Wasdale,
actually.
Yeah. So best
wild camp.
Best wild camp was Lismore.
Yeah, Lismore. Worst wild camp. We had the one where we got into the valley and we were all excited, all ready to head off on the hike, and it started raining and didn't stop the whole time. It actually, I think we got the tent up and retired to the tent, and we came out just to go to the loo before bed at about 11 o'clock, and it had completely whited out, and it was more sort of mizzly, drizzly rain.
Yeah.
But it was dead atmospheric, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. You felt sort of blanketed by the mist,
it was
didn't
cool.
you? So I think with wild camping, I don't know whether you learn something every time you go out.
Yeah, we've not done loads of it, to be fair.
No, we are fair weather wild campers mostly as well. So, not really had that much of a bad one, have we?
Oh, don't tempt fate. Righty-ho.
Oh, I've just thought of something else for a worst one.
Go on.
The very first hike we ever did, when Pete was trying to get me to go hiking.
This is going back like 20 odd years, isn't it?
Yeah, we only went to, it was Silver How, which is a really little fell.
It's out of Grasmere,
isn't
it?
Just outside of Grasmere, and got horrendously lost on the way down.
And ended up having to climb over it was about an 8-foot dry stone wall to get back onto the path.
Jump down it.
Yeah, you weren't keen on that.
I was sitting at the top of it, crying my eyes out, didn't want to do it. I knew I had to, because otherwise I had to hoof it back up the fell.
Yeah, and I'm standing there going, jump, it's all right, I'll catch you. No!
How we ever got into hiking after that, I don't know.
I can't believe you ever wanted to go back anywhere like that.
That was pretty bad as well.
Okay. Who's up next?
Obi Outdoors.
Oh, Obi. Another, I think, fairly new channel, but he's doing some cracking stuff, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's just had that shelter build.
Yeah, that was a great vid.
Really good channel. Would love to know how the lovely hiking couple became an item. Oh. Okay, well,
I'd like to tell some cool fairy tale, like we were lost in the Scottish wilderness and it was -20 and the snow was, but it wasn't any of that, was it?
Or our eyes met over a lakeland summit and it was love at first sight, but it wasn't. It was a night out in Liverpool.
We were both out in town in Liverpool and I got chatting to Shell and that was it really, wasn't it?
Yeah, each out with a group of our friends. Funnily enough, we'd both actually recently split up with our partners at the time. Both down in the dumps, both were dragged out by our mates.
Neither of us were going to go out, were we?
No, to cheer ourselves up. So, we were out in RSVP.
RSVP, if anyone remembers that in Liverpool, I don't think it's there anymore, is it?
It's not, no.
No.
We're going back 20 years now, but you came over. While Pete was chatting me up, my bag got stolen because I'd left it on the ledge behind me. It had my phone, it had my money in, it
passport,
had
didn't it?
My passport,
'cause of your ID.
because I'd had to take it out for ID purposes.
And one of the guys I was with, one of my mates at the time, was a copper, so I'm grabbing him half drunk, trying to get in to find the guy who's stolen the bag, and didn't happen anyway.
Yeah,
but
we was wandering around the nightclub trying to question people.
you got a handbag on you?
No. Yeah, so it was quite eventful.
It was.
Because of that, because I'd lost my phone and I'd just given Pete my number.
It was a house phone, wasn't it?
You had to ring and my mum answered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that was that, yeah.
That was that, yeah. That's
20 years ago. Good question, that, though.
Yeah, it is good.
Next up.
Okay. Alan Metalman.
All right, Alan. Another cracking channel.
And has been a real support to
he
us
has.
as well. Okay, so questions. Oh, quite a few.
Okay.
What's your favourite summit view? Summit view, I think I've mentioned this before.
I think I know yours.
Ilgill.
Yeah, Ilgill Head in Wasdale.
Only a small fell, but the view down to Wastwater.
You can see almost the full length of Wastwater, can't you?
I love that view, yeah.
Possibly for me, Great Gables, very nice. Although I think I would go for the second of the Langdale Pikes. When you go, I think it's Piker Stickle you hit first, and then Harrison Stickle. Could be the other way around, I'm not sure, but I think it's Harrison Stickle. And again, you can see most of the way down the Langdale Valley, down into, what's the valley called below? Oh, can't remember. Anyway, the views from there are absolutely stunning. I think I would go for that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So many. I mean, yeah, Scarfell is another good one as well.
Leaning towards Wasdale a bit here, aren't we?
We are, yeah. We've done a lot in Wasdale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Summit View. How far away from the lakes do you live?
About 100 miles, so the places we go, the likes of the Langdale Valley and stuff like that, we can do it in about 2 hours.
In about 2 hours,
yeah. So quite close, I suppose.
Quite lucky, really, to have that on our doorstep pretty much. Where we can go up for 2-night weekends quite often. And favourite pub in the lakes?
Favourite pub? Oh.
We've frequented quite a few.
I would possibly say, for me, the old Dungeon Gill, the end of the Langdale Valley, proper old school pub.
Yeah, proper hikers pub. That.
Uneven floor, uneven ceilings, uneven walls, good ale, good food, great views outside, loads of outside space.
That is a good one. I would go with the Wasdale Head Inn though.
Okay. Back to Wasdale again. Yeah, it is. Again, stunning view, stunning setting, bit bigger. But yeah, another lovely place.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Thanks, Alan. Great
questions. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to top my drink up.
Okay, we've got M's Adventure next.
Okay, M's.
Great channel again. Have you got any plans for long distance trails this year?
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah, so it probably won't be this year.
Not this year.
Because we've kind of got that mapped out already. But the area that we're staying in, we have walked sections this week of the Annandale Way, which looks fantastic. It's 56 miles.
It follows the River Annan from its source up by Moffat.
Yeah.
Right down to where it comes out into the Solway Firth. Yeah,
so from source to sea, and we really like that idea. Yeah. It also starts us off slow.
Yeah, I mean 56 miles, I was going to say it sounds like a lot, it is a lot. Although we've just watched Ben, Londoner Outdoors, I think we've got the last one to watch tonight, do the 100 miles of the South Downs Way, and that looked tough.
It really did, yeah.
So we're not underestimating anything.
And that's kind of inspired us. We really do want to do a through trail. We fancy one, so we're looking at this as a start. I love the idea of it. The sections that we've walked this week have been beautiful.
Not particularly technically challenging, which is kind of what we're looking for, because you're going to have some hefty packs on your back, aren't you? But yeah, I think it's a plan in the making, isn't it? The Annandale Way.
Next year we'll be looking at that one, So
I reckon so.
Good question.
Okay, next up.
North Bedfordshire Nature, Dave and Sue.
Hiya, Dave and Sue.
Been so supportive to us, so positive, always very kind on the comments. Thank you guys, and great channel. question, what vlogging kit do you guys use? So that's an interesting one.
You're going to laugh at this. Just my phone.
Yeah.
Now else.
That's it.
Well,
yeah.
I've got the drone fairly recently, but my phone is a Samsung Galaxy S20, and I've got a little tripod thing that I put it on that it's on now, and that is it. And the drone is a DJI Mini SE, which is one of the cheapest DJI drones, and it's a cracking little bit of kit. I love it. And that's that. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, little tripods.
And the other tripods over there. Yeah, just the handheld little tripods, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, we have talked about this, and we probably do need to upgrade.
I've borrowed my brother's GoPro a few times to do a bit of underwater stuff, and you know, I think we did one vlog with the GoPro, didn't we?
Yeah.
But then he took it back. But yeah, I mean, I've considered a GoPro. They do look great. Obviously, there's the cost of them, and I'd probably have to change editing software and all the rest of it. But
I think
for the
just
time
got
being,
used to
yeah,
the
it's
phone,
kind of convenient. I know it could be better, but yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy S20.
There you go. Thanks, Dave. Okay, Nature Through Our Eyes.
Another good channel.
Yeah, brilliant channel. William and Jenna over in the States. What video editing software do you guys use, and have you had schooling on video editing?
The editing software started life, well, it is still a free app on the Google Play Store, and the app is called UCut, and I absolutely love it. I've paid for the pro version, which is a massive £5 per year, which just gives you more bells and whistles and fancy things to do. But as an editing app, I can highly recommend it. It's absolutely brilliant. Every single thing that's been done on our channel from the very start has been done on UCut. I get my music off a website called Free Music Archive, which it's okay. It's you know, it does the job, but it's free and it's easy to download. And the voiceovers are just done on the phone. And yeah, and schooling, no. Other than watching a lot of people's videos on YouTube and kind of just picking up on what people do and techniques they use and thinking, oh, I could do that, I could do this.
Yeah, you've learned a lot from watching others, haven't you?
Just picking up stuff along the way. Good question.
Great question. Right, Boys in the Wood.
Hey, Gaz and Gav. Hiya, chaps. Another cracking channel if anyone doesn't know them.
Brilliant channel, one of the best on YouTube.
Always a good laugh.
We need to do that collab.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting together. We will make that happen, boys. We will.
Yeah, you've got your wall to build.
Gaz, save me that wall.
That kind of fell through last year, so we really need to get there. Okay, this is a great question actually. You're stuck on a desert island and you can only take one type of meal, one brand of booze and one form of entertainment. What would they be?
That's such a guess question.
That is a great question. Right.
Okay, so what first was...
One type of meal.
Ooh, I think for me it'd have to be curry.
Curry?
I love curry,
Yeah, but you can't eat curry all the time for every meal.
I could give it a good go, you know.
By day 3 you would be fed up of curry.
I don't know.
And your tummy would be in bit.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm going curry. I'm going curry. What are you going?
I'm going to go for something sensible, like potatoes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes. So you can do a lot with a potato. I love potatoes.
She does love potatoes, to be fair.
You can fry them, you can bake them, you can boil them.
You sound like flipping, what's his name out of Forrest Gump? The shrimp guy, what's his name? Bubba Gump, wasn't it?
Well, on that note, you could probably, on your desert island, you could fish.
Oh,
and then you'd have fish and
potatoes.
Chips.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going with potatoes. Okay. You're going to want the potatoes after
You're
3
going to want
days
some of
of
my
eating
curry.
One brand of booze.
That's an easy one for me.
It's going to be easy for you.
It's these boys. I just love everything they do. If anyone hasn't tried any Northern Monk stuff, give it a go. From the dark stouts and porters through to the hazies, the IPAs, magical stuff.
Northern Monk
really love
ales. I'm going to go with...
We've got Popper Whiskey Distillery in there. Annandale Whiskey Distillery.
That's 2.
Okay.
You're not allowed.
Sorry, boys.
Drinks for me. I would
You're
probably
a fizz
go.
person,
I am
you?
a fizz person, so I'm normally a Prosecco girl. But let's assume that money's no object. I'm going to go with Tattinger champagne. My absolute favourite drink.
Okay, yeah.
Normally I only drink it twice a year, on birthday and Christmas, because it's too expensive. But yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'll just drink champagne all the time.
Okay.
Normally,
Champagne, curry, Northern Monk and beer.
normally champagne takes
curry,
lemonade
yeah.
money,
Yeah.
me. But okay, so got our meal, got our drinks. What entertainment? What form of entertainment?
It's probably going to sound a bit lame, but YouTube.
Yeah, I agree.
We just watch loads of YouTube, and not just the outdoor stuff. You know, I watch stuff on the drones, stuff on mountain biking, other stuff. I learned how to lay laminate floors by watching YouTube.
Yeah. We don't really watch any normal telly or anything. Now and again we'll watch a film or, you know, a series, Netflix series or whatever.
But it is just great for choosing what you want to watch, and there's tons of it there,
yeah,
isn't there?
I'd go with that. Yeah, we love YouTube.
Excellent questions, boys.
Brilliant question. Yeah, thanks, guys. Right. FX Wales, Anna and Alf. Again, being with us from pretty much the start. Great channel, lovely people.
Great if you want to learn Welsh as well.
Yes, absolutely, very educational, their channel. Okay, so my question, I know you visit here, so I wondered, what is your favourite place in North Wales and why?
Favourite place in North Wales?
North Wales.
Oh, I think I know it.
I know the place we go to most.
Yeah. Llantysilio.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will know it. For anyone who doesn't, just outside I'm going to try, hang on. Llangollen, I think that's right, Llangollen. Just outside Llangollen is a little place called Llantysilio, and we just love it there, don't we? There's a couple of campsites, some lovely hill walking there.
Yeah.
Really scenic, quiet. It's a fab
great
place.
Walks from there, and
yeah, we go there a lot, don't we?
We do, yeah. That's really nice. Yeah, so I'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We've got Northern Chubby Girl Adventures.
Hi, Dee.
Dee.
And Joe.
And Joe. Again, fantastic channel.
Yeah.
I know we're a little bit biased.
I think you've been a bit quiet for a bit because you've been doing your new house, haven't you? Hope that's going well.
The new house looks fabulous, guys.
It certainly does.
Okay. So my question, this is such a deep question. If you had to believe in aliens or ghosts, what would you choose and why?
Okay. Aliens or ghosts?
Aliens or ghosts.
I'm going to say...
The question is, do we believe in either of them?
I'm going to say aliens.
Are you?
Because I feel like with the vast amounts of space that there is out there, this can't be the only planet that supports intelligent life, can
That's true, yeah, we have had that conversation.
We're getting deep
before.
now, aren't we? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with aliens on that, because I just think the vast cosmos has got to contain some aliens.
Yeah, okay. I would go with ghosts. Yeah, again, I believe that there's something after. And yeah, I think we thought we saw one once, didn't we? Remember that?
We did have a very strange experience. That was in North Wales, funnily enough, somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were walking up. It was off a campsite, and we were just walking up this little lane, and we saw a lady in white sort of leaning up against the gate, looking at the horses in the field.
Clearly there. We weren't
both
imagining
looked
it.
up, we saw her, and then looked back down again at our feet, looked up, and we both turned to each other and said,
And she'd just gone, hadn't she?
Just gone.
Nowhere for her to go. It was just a small lane and a field. And like 3 seconds and she vanished.
Yeah, so that was our...
Okay, I believe in ghosts as well then.
Yeah.
Ghosts
I'll
and
go
aliens.
with ghosts, you go with aliens. Thanks.
Good question, Dee.
Okay.
This is good fun, this. I like this.
I think this is our last one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Keep moving in retirement. Peggy and Dave. They're over in the States. So they like to come over here a lot, and they would like to know, there are many great hikes there, but if someone was planning a trip over here and asked what your favourite locations to hike are, what would they be?
Well, one has got to be the Lake District.
I think the Lake District, yeah. The Lake District is small.
Yeah, and it's quite popular. You've got to be careful to find a spot which isn't too... The honeypot spots are really quite overcrowded, aren't they? But
so coming over from the US where there's so much space and it's vast, but it's fantastic. The Lake District. It's very varied. I think it's a place to visit in England anyway.
Also, the Highlands of Scotland, which
Yeah.
is a lot bigger, a lot more space. Because of that, a lot less people and just breathtaking scenery.
Yeah, we've done West Coast Highlands, around the Oban area. There's lots of islands you can go out to from
loads.
there as well, which
Mull,
are fabulous.
Staffa, Skye, there's all sorts of stuff.
Iona, yeah. That is just stunning, isn't it? The Highlands is just...
I mean, yeah, the Lake District is small, but great. But if you want some space...
perfectly formed.
Yeah, if you want some space and amazing scenery, I've got to say the Highlands of Scotland.
Yeah, and particularly West Coast as well.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay.
So that wraps it up, does it?
I think that's all the questions we've
Well,
had so far.
Thanks very much for all the questions. Some crackers in there, wasn't there?
Really
Some
good
absolute
ones,
crackers,
yeah.
some amusing ones.
Yeah. So we hope we haven't bored you guys too much, but we certainly enjoyed
It's felt a
that.
bit weird doing this. Firstly, reaching the 500 subscriber mark, and then kind of doing the Q&As felt a bit odd, hasn't it? But
Yeah.
in a good way.
In a great way, yeah. As I say, we're delighted to hit the 500 subscriber milestone, and again, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for all
thanks
your
to everyone.
support. And yeah, onward to 1,000.
Who knows? Yeah, hopefully so. Right, well, we're going to raise a glass or a cookser. I'm going to top myself up a little bit and say a last massive thank you to everybody who's got us here. Cheers, guys, and we shall see you on the next adventure.
Cheers, guys.
Ta-ta for now. See ya.